What is up, guys? This is Sir Awesome Media here, and today we are back to Middle-earth role-playing project. People have been asking for me to take a deeper look at Merp, the mod. If you haven't seen my past video on Merp, I encourage you to check it out. It kind of gives you a brief run-through of what this mod is all about. Basically, it was going to be a total conversion mod for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and later on got moved to Skyrim, where it would basically make the Elder Scrolls Middle-earth, in a sense. And if that doesn't sound awesome, then you're crazy. So, we're at the Shire. We've been here before in our last video, but I felt like it was tradition to start off in the Shire. We are not going to be visiting Weathertop. Wow, let's try that again. Weathertop on our journey for certain reasons. Number one, because we've already been there. And number two, because, well, really, it's just because we've already been there. And the other place that we will probably pass, but not go into, is Bree, unless we have to, because we also visited Bree in our last video, if I remember correctly, which I believe we did, because I remember the lag. Okay, so let me show you what vast world we have to explore on our journey. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff here. We got this. We have a lot of regions, and we are going to slowly but surely explore them. Here's the deal. There is a huge mountain chain right here that runs through the middle of Middle-earth. I believe these are the Misty Mountains. We're going to head that way. We kind of have no choice. We're kind of going to run into them anyways. I want to make my way down towards Rohan. It looks like we're going to have to go through a gap of Rohan to get there. And then Erebor will be over here, and we'll be in this region. I don't think there's a mountain pass. We may come across Moria. I'm not too sure. So, we will kind of play it by ear and just visit locations that we are close to. Our ultimate goal is to get into Mordor, though. So, you may say, well, Sir Awesome, you're right over here in the Dead Marshes one episode. Why aren't you just going straight to the Black Gate? I want to make that the last destination for a reason. I think it would be wise to go to the Hobbit locations first, and then explore the Lord of the Rings area. So, for those of you who don't know, basically, this whole area from Isengard across is not really explored in the Hobbit. I mean, there's other areas, but it's kind of a generalization. So we're going to be heading towards Mirkwood, Dol Guldur, Rivendell, and of course Erebor and Dale. So let's get on our way there. And after we do that, we will go back down into Gondor, where the Fellowship goes. You know, Gondor, Isengard, Lothlorien, Mordor, Rohan, all those places. And I think before we hit Mordor, I know it's going to seem weird, we'll probably just fast travel at that point, but we'll go up to the northern regions, like Angmar, Foroshel, Erlinden, Yep. Okay. So, let us begin. We are going to head towards this place. Okay? We have a noble steed. We are a ginger hobbit. I called him Little John because I like Robin Hood. And we shall mount our very tall steed and be on our way. Off we go to the races, guys. This is going to be quite interesting. There is going to be more editing in this video. I'm not going to edit out all of it, but let's say there's just vast expanses of nothingness, like there will be a lot of. I will more than likely cut that out because things get boring. So if you haven't noticed, this is Hobbiton. We started that bag end. And one thing about this is it's absolutely beautiful, even for a game that was made in 2006. And I know modders helped do this too, but it's gorgeous. You are going to see some lag. Unfortunately, that's kind of the way it is. So you're gonna kind of have to bear with me. Just look at that. Pure beauty. Well, that's weird. My phone just turned off all the way, and I didn't even do that. Anyways. There may be parts where I look something up on my phone because I think what I want to do at some point is unlock all the fast travel locations. So, yeah. Let's see if I can do that right now. So, I'm going to set him to run that way. Okay, let's take a quick Google search here. That's the weather. Oh dear. And this is using Shadow Play too, so it's not like it's for apps. Maybe my machine just sucks at this. It's not too bad though. I mean, at least it's not like a high action game to where you have to see moment to moment type stuff. It's mainly just... Whoa, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I just saw a Hobbit mod. Okay. Merp. There we go. Tutorials. Installation tutorial. So apparently if we type in TMM1. Is it TMM1? What is that? That's weird. Does it not work? TMM1. That's weird. Well, sorry about that, guys. Looks like we're not going to be able to, I mean, we'll be able to fast travel, but not immediately. Gosh dang it. Okay, is anybody else really sick of the Game of War ads? I am. I almost want to go on a rant about it, but I'm not. So it looks like this is, I want to say it's the Brandywine River. But I don't want to say absolutely because I know that fiery arrows will be shot at me if I'm wrong. Alright. A pretty peaceful journey so far. So let's talk about, you know, what I think would be some awesome games, guys. Because I've thought of some awesome video games. Not to brag or anything. But, I'm sure everybody has. But, in my opinion, these would be pretty awesome. Number one, I think that with the new Mountain Blade, there needs to be a, whatchamacallit? A, new Napoleonic Wars. Because it's absolutely amazing. What is this little house right here? This is a nice little sliver of land. Okay. Okay. So we're making our way. We're making our way. Let me know if I missed any places, guys, that you would like to see, because I'm sure there is places that I would miss that you would love to see, and it's just because that I cannot, you know, remember all of them. And I'm being pretty linear here in my exploration, but if you, oh, okay, here's something cool right over here, speaking of which. That looks like it is Buckleberry Ferry. Now, I do have a question, if anybody can answer that. What are those towers right over there where my crosshair is at? They're really cool looking, but I don't know what they are. Like, just look at the mountain ranges. Seriously, these guys had a vision. Oh, the lag. So it appears we might go through this forest. Hope everybody's ready for that. If we are able to. We'll see. We may not be able to. This may be a wall right here. Oh, nope, it's not. Oh, this is cool. Wow, I bet y'all guys are glad we went through here. Wow. Dang, guys. I mean, this is like, seriously, bravo, guys. Bravo. I just don't know what to say. Like, look at this. Look at this. I would argue that even Oblivion doesn't even have these great of looking. That's not correct grammar. I would argue that Oblivion doesn't even have environments that looks this good. Skyrim even. I mean, this is jaw-dropping. Why did this mod have to leave? And why can't my horse climb? I hope we're not stuck here. Come on, horsey. Let's find a... Oh, okay. Can you jump again? I like how his ears go forward when he jumps. There we go. Hooray! Oh, dear. Okay. We are off. Dun, 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 dun. Please don't copyright strike me. Okay. Look how my guy rides the horse. Okay. So, we are off to the races. I bet you were glad. Because I am. I'm definitely glad. Wow, guys. This mod never ceases to amaze me. I can see why people wanted me to do it. More videos on it. Because it is quite interesting. So just a little update. Why did... Uh-oh. Horse? Horse! Horse! Oh gosh. That was quite scary. Maybe this is like a weird area. Yeah. Oh. What a strange area we have found ourselves in. Okay. Get me out of here. Wow, that's weird. Remember, this is a work in progress. Well, it was a work in progress. Okay, so we're going to take a different route because apparently that one's not happening. So let's keep moving, shall we? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, we shall. So we're gonna go down a little bit more. I would go this way, but, you know, I guess not. It looks like we're gonna have to go. Oh. So part of the reason it took me a while to make this video is, number one, because I have a busy life, and number two, because for some reason it would load indefinitely. Like, I would get it to work, the mod to work, and oh no, not this again, please, please, just let me through the forest, please, just let me through the forest. It would have indefinite load times for like 10 to 20 minutes. Like, I would start loading the game, and I would eat a full meal, which takes me a while, I might add. And, ooh, let's go towards those scraggly trees. And I would be finished, and it would still be loading. So, but hey, it doesn't matter, does it? I know we're going back towards the Shire, but I really want to see what these trees are. Probably just marshes. Marshes. What a curvaceous river. That's the quote of the day. So let me go through all the places there are while this is happening. There is Hobbiton, Michael Delving, Buckleberry Ferry, an entrance to the Old Forest. That means the Old Forest is there. I think that was what we just went through. Barrow Downs, Weathertop, The Last Bridge, Trollshaws, Ford of Bruinane, Rivendell, High Pass, Mirkwood, Foroshell, Harlinden, Dead Marshes, Blackgate, Ash Plain, Barad-dûr, Minas Tirith, Bree, Isengard, Stone Troll's Glade, Stone Troll's Cave, Jaranit, Itama, and a place where Helm's Deep will be placed, so I guess Helm's Deep is not there. Erebor, Dale, Brownlands, Daggerland, or Daggerlad, Enuminous, Emin Ual, man, I may be botching these pronunciations, Southern Arthedain, Northern Arthedain, Ithir Anduin, Pelargir, it says not implemented yet though, the Elven King's Halls, Bridge over Enchanted Water, Beorn's House, and Minas Morgul, that says not implemented yet. Okay, so there's quite a few points of interest. That's to be expected though. This world is absolutely massive. But back to what we were going to talk about, game ideas. I thought of something really cool. I was playing War Thunder the other day, and I ejected out of my plane. Okay. And I know you're like, whoa, crazy story. But it made me think, what if someone were to make a game, let's say you're like a British pilot or something, like you piloted like a Spitfire or something, and you're over like France or Germany, and you have to eject, okay? And you're stuck behind enemy territory, and you have to constantly be on the move because the Germans are hunting you, you know, and you have to be careful like who you talk to because they could be spies and could give information to the Nazis and stuff. I just thought it'd be cool. I mean, I was asleep in the car when I thought of it, so who knows? Potential, maybe not, but a man can dream. That mountain, though. Let's go, everybody. Let's go, everybody. Let's haul it. We'll call it. Just to let you know, if these videos seem segmented, it probably is because they are. Because things will get really boring if they don't. All right, everybody. Let me give you a quick rundown. You're probably like, whoa, where are we? I'll explain that in a minute. But first I have to explain a few things because this video is going to be, in this series in general, is going to be going a little bit differently. I recorded a whole episode during different sessions through crashes and all, and it was very difficult. And once I sat down in the editor, I found that I would probably say a good 60% of my footage was blacked out, meaning it did not record. It actually recorded the audio, of course, but it did not record any of the gameplay. So I had to trim it back to where I did have gameplay footage, and I'm going to start again from there. So one thing I am going to say, I figured out how to turn on all the markers. On the guide, it has TMM1 and no space. There actually is a space in between the TMM and 1. And I guess that TMM stands for toggle map markers, and the 1 means on. So for those of you who are trying to follow around with me, that's what we're going to be doing. So originally, I went to Rivendell, but Rivendell is not finished, meaning there is nothing there, or at least I didn't see anything there at all. There is just scenery, very beautiful scenery, I might add, but I really want to show you some buildings, landmarks in this video, because I don't want this episode to be a waste of 45 minutes. So, if you will allow me, I'm going to teleport over to the Lothlorien area and hit our first milestone, which will be Dol Guldur in Mirkwood. In the next episode, we're going to finish off the Hobbit by going through Rovanian and up into Erebor. And after that, we'll start the real fun, which will be going down into Gondor, Mordor, Rohan, Isengard, Moria, all that good stuff. And then after that, we'll explore the lesser-known regions of Middle-earth. Fordwraith, Foresheld. There's actually really cool scenery up here. I did some teleporting around to see if what markers worked and what didn't. And I have not been over here either. And yeah. Of course, the trash comes when I record a video. Please bear with me on that one. Okay. This place is absolutely beautiful. You're like, oh, Jackson, really? I mean, I see really high mountains, but that's about it. Here's what we're going to do. I'm sorry. I'm going to have a rant right now. The trash decides to come now. They usually come Friday morning, but for some strange reason, at 7:42 p.m., they decide, you know what? I guess we should get people's trash. I don't know. I don't know anymore. We're going to make it prettier outside. That made it worse. Okay. That's kind of the risk you run of waiting. Nope, still raining. Come on. Please cooperate with me, weather. It's not that hard. Okay, well, it's not raining. We just gotta wait a little bit longer. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Hold up. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait 24 hours. Just bear with me, guys. So yes, there's nothing at Rivendell. I'm sorry, everybody who wanted to see Rivendell. I wanted to see Rivendell too. I probably should have checked if it actually existed first. I assumed since there was a map marker there that it was done, but alas, it is not. I'm so sorry, guys. But you will see Dol Guldur, which I promise you that is there. And here we go. Oh my gosh. Seriously, there are very few games out there that parallel in beauty. So here's our first little landmark as we go into this lag spike. It is the Stone Trolls Pass, whatever it's called. Stone Trolls Glade. These are the Stone Trolls that were in the beginning of the Hobbit when they captured those ponies and when Gandalf turned them to stone. So obviously, since this is the Hobbit, it'd be wise to show this off. There was actually a goblin fortress that I found not too far from here. The only problem was that every time I went in there, it crashed. And it got real boring after a while because I got lost. But it's cool to think that there are dungeons. And I can show you where it is. It's by the last bridge and somewhere in this area. Oh, thanks a lot, Sir Austin. That really helps. Well, I'm sorry that I don't have the exact coordinates of it. But it's on a mountain. And it looks like one of the dungeons in Oblivion. So, if that helps you any. There you go. Alright. We are going to go to Mirror. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Probably gonna be a long loading time, so don't be surprised if I cut. Okay. We are at the high point of the Mystery Mountains. I want to see, yes, these are Misty Mountains. And we are going to be making our way to Dol Guldur, which is that way. Now, last time I was journeying to Dol Guldur. It's so hard to say. Is there any easy way to say it? I'm assuming the answer is no. Who else wants to see what's over there? I do. Who else wants to know where my horse went? I do. Okay, there it is. I was getting real scared. I was like, where'd my horse go? But anyways, trust me, Dol Guldur is there because I went there last time on our useless recording. I'm sorry, guys. That was pretty demoralizing right there. It lowered my morale big time. But I fight on. You don't have to see the suffering that I went through. It's not that big of a deal. It was just an inconvenience. Anyways, you will, just gonna put this out there. There's a slight chance that we'll see the Black Gate. Not up close or anything, but you can see like the kind of outline of it if you look a certain way. Because the Black Gate will be like right there when we start moving, and since there's a lot of flat land and dead marshes, there's not much obscuring it. So you will see the mountain range of Mordor. Obviously, we won't be visiting the Black Gate in person for quite some time, but just so you know what's out there, so you know to cover your eyes if if you don't want to see the Black Gate yet. Although, I mean, so this is Durin's Stone. Okay. I would love to tell you what Durin's Stone is, but I don't know, unfortunately. So, sorry about that. If anybody wants to educate everybody else in the comments, then feel free to do so, because I am not prepared to tell you what Durin's Stone is. I have no idea. I know who Durin is. He's a dwarf. I forgot which dwarf he was. I feel like there could be more than one Durins, but yeah. So I guess that must be Durin's Stone right there. Or is it? Who knows? Okay, so we are on a straight path to Dol Guldur. That's the way you pronounce it. Alright. See if this little path right here takes us down a little bit lower. Looks like it will. Oh dear. This is extreme mountain climbing that we're all familiar with in the Elder Scrolls games. And it is no stranger in this mod, considering it is an Elder Scrolls mod. So I had to be real careful with my horsey. But he's holding up pretty well. Okay, that right there is Dol Guldur. Man, that's so hard for me to say. Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur. Man, that's... I mean, how did he say it? Did he say it that way? Had to have. Had to have. So, let's see. Okay. So, yes, there is a fortress over there. We're going to stop at that fortress. That ominous fortress. We will be going through Mirkwood, which is very dense and hard to get through. Which makes sense. It's supposed to be. There's going to be a lot of flat land over here. Very flat land, as you can tell. Okay. If you don't want to see the Black Gate, close your eyes for a few seconds. For those of you who do want to see it, you see in the right those spires coming up? That's the Black Gate. Alright. So those mountains over there, that's Mordor. I'm assuming. It's not that big of a spoiler. I mean, we all knew it was coming, right? Any other thing too is you just see the general outline of it. It's not like you see it up close, which I have, which is really cool. The most painful part, I think what I'm going to do, something different than what I did. Dang it. I have no choice but to cross the river unless I want to go whoop or whoop and all the way down to Rohan, which we don't want to go there. So we're going to have to cross the river. Dang it. I don't like crossing rivers in this game. They're very slow. But we may not have a choice, unfortunately. Because this is the Anduin River that we'll be crossing. Which is basically one of the biggest rivers in Middle-earth, so we don't joke around. Alright. Set course for Dol Guldur. So I'm going to pull up Lord of the Rings Wikia. So this is what I'm getting from on Dol Guldur. So I can read to you about it as we travel there. Because I'm sure you want to hear a great story, don't you? Yes. Okay. Let's see here. You know what really makes me angry? Okay, so Dol Guldur was established by Sauron. This is directly from the wiki, by the way, so I did not come up with this information by any means at all. I'm giving credit to Lord of the Rings Wikia.com. Dol Guldur was established by Sauron after his return to Middle-earth sometime after the year 1000 of the Third Age. Sauron became known as a necromancer, and his identity was long kept secret. Dol Guldur was built on a hill now known, well, it's not now known as Amon Lank, or Lonk, meaning bald hill, and had been the capital of Orofer's Sylvan realm. The Sylvan elves had fled north to the Black Mountains, later the Mountains of Mirkwood, after Sauron's return from the downfall of Numenor. Here we go, guys. Later, after Sauron captured Amon Lank, Thranduil, son of Orofer, led his people over the Forest River where they remained. Sauron later remained there for hundreds of years. So, this fortress right here is an ancient evil that Sauron lurks in. Or he doesn't in this game, but he wouldn't. He would if it was complete. But no. I'm not going to go on that rant. So, that's interesting. So he had been there for quite some time before The Hobbit. The downfall of Numenor, which was a long time before The Hobbit. I'm sure thousands of years. I don't remember when it was. Isn't Numenor the island that's like Atlantis? I think it is. Or it's on an island. It's like Atlantis that sank into the ocean. Maybe. You know what this reminds me of? I remember in my elementary school days playing Oregon Trail on the computers, because that was an educational game that was actually fun. And crossing a river, man, was one of the most stressful things ever. You didn't know if you were going to be washed away or not. This will be the last, should be the last crossing that we have until we hit, whatchamacallit, Dol Guldur. Here's the weird thing. That's the reflection for it right there. Oh, well. Oh my gosh. Please, just let's get there. You're not swimming fast enough. This river is huge. I can see the grass. It's gonna be real dark when we get there. Watch. That won't be a bad thing. Well, it might be too dark. We may have to wait a little bit, but it was daytime when we got here, and it's sunset now. That's how long it's taken us to get down from that mountain. Alright. Come on. Come on, horsey. Come on, horsey. You can do this. I believe in you. Come on. You can do this. Dang, this is so painfully slow. Ugh. Oh, by the way, I wanted to make a video on Verdun, the video game. No, not the video game. The World War I game. And I even had a video ready. I decided not to release it because not too long after, they announced that they were going to officially release it in like later this month. So I think I'll wait until the game releases to make a video on it. So, yeah. That's that story. Come on! Thank God. We're free. Okay, here we go. Dun 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 dun. Bwom, 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 bwom. That's what music should be playing right now. Our hero approaches the very scary fortress. And the sun is setting on both the land and the hope of the hero. Man, write that down and put it in the book. Sell that crap. That was good. Sir Awesome, I'm here all day. I can give you some inspirational quotes to tweet, put on Pinterest, whatever you want to do with it. Come on. So, I know this sounds crazy. It doesn't really look like it, but that's actually Mirkwood. And I'm being totally sarcastic right now, because that's exactly how I expect Mirkwood to look like. Let's wait, shall we? Shall we? Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Because I want to see how the environment changes, because it does. Well, that definitely changed the environment. Not in the way I wanted it to, though. So we're going to wait. I'm going to warn you with these videos, you're going to have to be patient. I'm having to be patient. This is definitely tested my patience. But hey, it's good for everybody, right? Yes. Alright. Okay, that's much better. So, it's all blue and beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's where we came from. That's where we will be at towards the end. Not the end, but towards the end. That's where we're going right now. Into the lag. The forest is as dense as the lag is. It's very dense forest. That's probably why it's lagging so much. Or it is why it's lagging so much. You will see in just a second that they didn't mess around with this forest. Mirkwood is called Mirkwood for a reason. Like, the first, it's like the grass is green, but then it turns like gray. It'd be cool if there's like giant spiders in there. But there isn't. Sorry. I could probably spawn some if I wanted to, but that would probably kill my computer. Which I don't want to do. Okay. Into Mirkwood we go. Oh. 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 Hold up, okay. So as you can see, visibility is next to nothing in Mirkwood. As you can see, it's beginning to look a lot more and more like hell. Like that right there. That's not normal. But you know what? What is over here? Alright. Make sure I'm facing the right way. Right. That's the way we want to go. Because I don't want to... Because this forest is very large, as you know. And I don't want to get lost. Ugh. That's the one complaint. It's hard to go through here with a horse, but I want to keep my horse because I don't want to have to spawn him again because it's a pain. Here we go. Here we go. Jump! Horse. Okay. That right there. Come on. Oh my gosh. Hold up, guys. Give me a moment. Okay. This right here is Dole Guldur. This is where we're going to be stopping for this episode. We'll continue on that side next time. Alrighty? Alrighty. First thing we're going to do is save, because I want to try something before we leave. Okay, never mind. So, when we come back, we will go from Dol Guldur up into Dale, Lake Town, or what is it called? Esgaroth, Erebor. And then we'll begin our journey in Lord of the Rings. So thank you for watching this, guys. I know this has been a first video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any suggestions down in the comments, things that I can visit, things that I can maybe improve. Let's try it again. Constructive criticism is always welcome here. Just don't be mean to me or to each other. Anyways, guys, thank you for that, and I will see you guys later. Adios!